So, the top 5 strongest characters in Dragon Ball. There have been many speculations and debate on this topic till now, and that too only because of one line that we said in the Dragon Ball Super anime. So in the Dragon Ball Super anime, we says that Grand Priest is among the most 5 strongest being in the Dragon Ball multiverse. But you might not know that this is actually different in the Dragon Ball Super manga. As in the manga, we says that Grand Priest is the strongest in the universe as far as he knows. So there have been many debates on this topic that if Grand Priest is stronger than Zeno or not, but today I am going to talk about the top 5 strongest beings in the Dragon Ball multiverse. And after Dragon Ball Daima has released, now we know more about the Dragon Ball multiverse and how it was created and by whom. And so it is much easier to make a list about it now than before, because if Grand Priest was the strongest in the universe, it has been proven wrong now. But that definitely doesn't mean that he is not among the top 5 strongest. Definitely he is among them. But that is not the only thing that we are going to do today. We will also try to find out where are the strongest characters in Dragon Ball, because we have only seen two of them. But we don't know where are the other characters. We have never seen them in Dragon Ball, and we don't know why we haven't seen them either. So I will try to go up the list one by one and try to discuss about them in brief. So let's start with number 5, Dragon God Zalama. He is the creator of the Super Dragon Balls who are able to grant any wish, no matter what. And considering that Dragon Balls can grant the wish only if it is under the power of the creator, this proves that Zalama would be one of the strongest characters in Dragon Ball. But why haven't we seen him, and where is he? And obviously we know that if the creator of the Dragon Ball dies, then the Dragon Balls are rendered useless. So definitely Zalama is alive and somewhere in the multiverse, but where? So what my theory is that Zalama is in the multiverse and he might be in the place where all the dragons are summoned from. So my theory is that every dragon who is summoned in Dragon Ball by the use of the Dragon Balls lives at the same place or same realm, something like that, which could be similar to the demon realm or the planet of the Kais that we see in Dragon Ball. And there is a possibility that as Zalama is called the dragon god, he might reside in the same place as all the other dragons. But we have not seen anything about that in Dragon Ball. But still, if we go to the leading theory about the Dragon Ball and the dragons, it is said that they are just energy beings which reside inside the Dragon Ball and are just energy forms, which could be very much possible that they are just stored like in the form of energy inside the Dragon Balls. But while researching on this topic, I found out that in the Wikipedia of Shenron, it is written that he lives at the center of the Earth's core, which is the information that I didn't knew about because it is not said in any of the episodes in Dragon Ball, and I don't even think it is true because we never see Shenron go inside Earth or anything like that. He just disappears and the Dragon Balls scatter. And even I tried to find out that where from this information comes from, but I was not able to find it out. And if you guys know anything about where this information comes from, please tell me in the comment section. I would love to know. Even in the case that it is true, it is only written about it in Shenron's Wikipedia. In other dragons Wikipedia, it is not written that they live inside the core of their planet or anything like that. So I think that it is possible that either they are just energy forms or they live in another realm and summoned through a portal using the Dragon Balls. So it is possible that Zalama either lives in some realm of his own, or either he lives with some other gods that we are going to talk about in this video in the number 2 and number 1 spots of the chart. So the number 4th is the Grand Priest, who is the advisor and the caretaker of the ruler of the multiverse, the Grand Zeno, and he is most of the time with him. Grand Priest is said to be among the strongest in the Dragon Ball characters. He is also the father of all the angels in Dragon Ball. And Grand Priest always needs to be with the Grand Zeno. But I don't know what happened to Grand Priest in the future Trunks timeline. He didn't do anything, and even after the timeline was destroyed, we didn't see him. But still, the Grand Priest should be always with the Grand Zeno. So obviously he lives at the same place as him, the Grand Zeno's palace. And talking about him, the number 3rd is the Grand Zeno. He is the ruler of the multiverse. Obviously, I know you are thinking that is Grand Zeno not the strongest, but I don't think he is the strongest. But still, he is said to have unimaginable power of destroying any universe and anything from existence whenever he wants. We have even seen him demonstrate his power while he destroyed everything in the Future Trunks timeline just like that. And we even see him destroy all the universes except the four other universes and the universe 7 in the Tournament of Power. And we also know that he lives in his palace, which is located on top of a jellyfish which floats in space, I guess. But we definitely know that his palace is located outside of any universe, be in the outer space of the multiverse or in between them. I don't know, we have not been confirmed that, but we know at least where he lives. Not like this other character, the number second, the Supreme Demon King. And I know most of you people think that he was the first Supreme Demon King, but no, it is not correct. Because the Supreme Kai himself says that he was the Demon King of that time, and we do not know how many Demon Kings were before him. And this means that the Demon Realm existed many more years before the universes was created by this Demon King. And obviously, if he is still around, he would be one of the strongest being in the Dragon Ball multiverse. And I think that he might be still alive because the Supreme Kai says that they are still the highest authorities in the multiverse. But the question is, if they are still alive, then where are they and why haven't we seen them till now? And obviously, it is possible that he is still living in the demon realm in some place that we are not aware of. Or it might also be possible that he lives somewhere in the multiverse in some other realm that we don't know till now and we will know about it in the future. The Demon King was the one who ordered Super Margin Rhymus to create the universe, and we know that all the other beings like the angels are not allowed to interfere in the matters of the universe until and unless it is too much. So that is the reason that we haven't seen him, because obviously he is stronger than the angels, so obviously it cannot interfere in the matters of the multiverse, and most probably he was the one who created these rules. But the most strongest character in the Dragon Ball multiverse is Super Majin Raimus, who was the one who created the multiverse. Maybe even the Grand Priest, the Angels, and the Grand Zeno. And if you are thinking, why did I say Super Majin Raimus is stronger than the Supreme Demon King? Because I think that the Supreme Demon King was not strong enough to create the multiverse. That is the reason he asked Super Majin Raimus to create for him. But we have only heard about these two characters by the Supreme Demon King in the Dragon Ball Daima series. Before Dragon Ball Daima, we didn't know anything about these characters. We haven't even seen them in person in any time. And obviously, I think he might still also be alive because the Supreme Kai says that they are still the highest authority. And obviously, just like I said, if they are the highest authorities in the multiverse, they cannot interfere with everything small happening in other universes. If you want to see them, it will need to have some threat upon all the universes and the multiverse, which is very possible to happen in Dragon Ball as the power system is growing every day and we are getting introduced to many new characters in every chapter and every volume of Dragon Ball. And obviously, this might mean that in the future we might also see where they live actually inside of the universes or outside of the multiverse. And we might be introduced to another realm of the gods. All these characters like that Demon King and Super Majin Raimus and even the Dragon God Zalama live. And I think this because in Dragon Ball we know that if the universe's god of destruction dies, then the angels enter a state of inactiveness, which means that they are not present in the universe, either they disappear or become inactive. But I don't think that they just vanish into thin air till a new god of destruction is assigned to the universe. I think that inactive being means that they return to the realm of the gods. They stay till the new god of destruction is introduced to a universe. And I think this because in the Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power, we saw that after the universes were destroyed, angels didn't vanish still present during the tournament. And even the new chapters of Dragon Ball Super, during the Moro arc, we see another angel, Mirrors, who is a member of the Galactic Patrol. And he was sent there because the Grand Priest wanted him to interact with the mortals, and it was kind of part of his training to become an angel. Obviously, if the angels, more angels like him exist, so they will need to be living in some place. So there might be another dimension or place where the angels live. But this is just my theory, and if you like this, please tell me in the comment section below. You can also tell me about your own theories, I would like to know about them. And if you like the video, please drop down a like, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching the video.